Hello. I just wanted to take a minute to go over the syllabi and the course structure, which may be a little different for you compared to some of your previous classes. Our time together is going to be broken down into 3 days, each day focusing on a major assignment or a significant assignment for each day. During our time together, we will have video recorded instruction, just like this, direct instruction. We will have times that we meet on Zoom as a whole class and times we meet on Zoom in small breakout groups. We will also be participating in discussion threads within Canvas. Also, we will look at some other technology integration, such as Flipgrid and some other things that will help you when you return to school and however that looks for the fall and also for the future. In those small group discussions, there will be a post. I will ask you to either respond with a written response, or you can record a video response as well if that's more comfortable for you. I want you to make sure that you're also responding to others so that we're having a discussion, not just I did this assignment, wrote the response for your teacher. We will be immersing ourselves as a student within a project-based learning module so that you can wrap your head around how that might look in the classroom and how you might adapt a current classroom-based assessment. And then I'm going to set you off to do a lot of research and learning on your own. Each time that I set you off to do research and learning will be followed up by a live Zoom where you'll have support and time to ask questions. I will also have office hours available every day. Also, outside of this week, we will agree upon set office hours for discussions and follow-up questions. My intention is not for you to sit on a Zoom call for 6 hours for 3 days next week. I would rather that we spend no more than 3 hours in live discussions that dovetail the work that we have asked you to do. So please organize your day in that way. Looking through each day, I'm going to post day one as soon as possible, and then we'll readapt and I will post day two because this is not just my class, this is your class. So I want to make sure that you have input. The 3 major days are going to be broken up with day one. We're going to be focusing on school funding and our roles as educators through participation in civic involvement. Many times we will be asked to speak to teachers, parents, we will be asked to speak to the community when we are passing a levy or a bond. And if we don't know how school funding works, then we are left with not many answers. And you can be a better advocate if you know how things work. In that lens, we'll also be looking at how we can encourage students at every elementary level to be part of civic engagement and involvement and what they can do, although not voters. On day two is when we're going to immerse in that time as a student. You're going to be in a PBL situation. I'm not quite sure exactly if that will be our 3 hour chunk of Zoom will just be up front for that, or if we're going to go back and forth. I'm still working through some of those logistics and will be asking for your opinions as well. On day three, we are going to be looking at the Since Time Immemorial Tribal Sovereignty curriculum that was adopted by Washington State in 2015 and is required to be taught at various grade levels throughout the state of Washington. We're going to dive in deep. We're going to look at it. We're going to digest it. We're going to figure out how we can adapt it in various ways for students to meet all of their needs. After you review this video and you review the syllabus, please hold your questions, write them down. We will address them during our first live meeting in which we will answer questions, get to know each other, all of those wonderful pieces. Thank you so much.